All right, last time we were just sort of going our own way, and Scotland decided to step on our toes, and that was sort of a problem. Scotland is getting stronger with an army of 9,000 now, and expanding into England due to unrest in England, which is going to be a big problem for us, seeing as we're right on Scotland's doorstep. They have de jure claims to just about everything we have that's over here. Um, and so that's not good. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to counter their buildup by expanding into Ireland and taking over as much of Ireland as we can, and hoping that we can make up the numbers before they come kill us, because they can really only take about a territory at a time every 10 years. So maybe we'll get lucky and do something that way. Now we are going to create the Duchy of Ulster as soon as we have enough money to do so. So let's go ahead and unpause um, into March here. And that means that we'll need our Chancellor, who I sent to make friends in Galloway. We will need him back on the job fabricating claims, probably in the neighborhood of Breffni. Or, sorry, not Breffni, Breffni? Over here. Okay, we're going to speed time up just a little bit here. Uh, I think you can see that England is a mess right now with a revolt that goes clear across the country. This is this is a this is a response to the very recent, I think, Danish claim on England. And our friends the Scots are taking advantage, which is not good for us because we kind of needed those guys to sort of take a back seat and be kind of quiet about things. All right. Meanwhile, our brothers don't like us per normal at this point. We'll have to fix that if we want to change the inheritance rules again at some point. Otherwise, it doesn't look like we've got anything real different going on here. Just our normal crew of folks, except for one of our generals became incapable. And then evidently died. Really? Just like that? Hold on. Let me go find him. Not that one married to you. But married to you. Not married to you. Okay, I'm gonna worry about that later. Okay, I'm now the Duke of Ulster, which means that I have a de jure claim on this county over here, Tir Cornell, or probably has a different name in the English-Scottish version. So like Tyrone and Ulster were easier to pronounce than the other versions that were available. Okay, so I've got Scotland and Lothian with forces moving in this direction. That's kind of, or moving against England. If I thought better of England, if I thought that they really were up to snuff, this would have been an opportunity to, well, I mean, we're stuck in a peace with Scotland until a little while anyway, but, you know, that would have been an opportunity to at least look at trying to take back either Clydesdale or Man. As it is, I'm trying to get my war chest back up to 100 gold before we launch this invasion of Tir Cornell, and I'm really hoping that we can get it done before our truce with Scotland ends. Which we got about 5 years to run on that thing, maybe a little less. I'm also giving Tyrone time to recover, so it can actually contribute men to this invasion. Okay, well, apparently the elective process is messing me. Oh yes, Earl Lennon of Clydesdale, who's brand new. Okay, that tells me the king did not keep Clydesdale for himself, and that's actually useful. In some way. All right, so I basically need to make nice with my brothers here. Holy cow! Well, I can't really do that right at the moment. Um, he's still within my dynasty. It's not wouldn't necessarily be the worst thing in the world, because that at least would bring County Argyll back into the picture. But there's also a good chance that I'll outlive him. So we're going to go ahead and let's make sure I've got. Okay, well, we can barely get anything out of that. Our domain limit has gone back up, which is nice. So we got 700 here. This is 1,300 troops in Ireland. Another 1,300. So we can put 2,600 on the field by ourselves, and he's got just under 2,000. Well, looks like we're going to be ticking people off. So here's his 2008. You can see them immediately. We'll go over to our military. go ahead and raise everybody. And again, we're going to bring everybody to Ulster first. Okay, he caught one of the smaller members of our levy. That's fine. One of the things I really, disliked about that Battle of Galloway situation was losing the ability to draw men from Galloway and Argyll, which are stronger counties than the ones we've collected so far in Ireland. All right, so, oh, we have a kid who needs a guardian. Hey, and it's, okay. Again, I had 3 different things happen at once here. All right. What happened to my, okay, want it is. Oh yeah, no, actually improving diplomatic relations with my brother would be a good idea, but right now I'm more interested in surviving. So with survival in mind, I'm going to prioritize the invasion of Ireland. I mean, it's not much of an invasion, really. I have to hope that Scotland trips up somewhere along the way. He's 63% of the way of taking over Northumberland, which would be a problem. Oh, well, hello, forces of Logan. I don't know what you're doing. Okay, I have a feeling that this guy's going to return to Tyrone. Oh, Jesus. Okay. When this war is over, we're probably going to take a look at imprisoning good brother Matthew. Because if he resists, then we could take Galloway from him, and that would be like one of the best things that can happen to us right now. That would really strengthen our personal levy strength. And I know I have a marshal. Okay, go away. Oh, he's evidently interested in going after my son. That's not good. Besides, Matthew's not even, well, of course, Matthew's not the heir. William right now is the heir. Okay, Brian is doing good work uh, in Ulster. Now we're going to take our advantage and go uh, beat the Irish over the head with it. Okay, hopefully they'll get down to enough men where they won't be able to besiege anything. We got a little morale problem ourselves here. Damn it, Edgar. Yeah, 744 men shouldn't be enough to besiege any one of my particular territories, I don't think. Although, we have drawn the levy from a bunch of places. Okay, we got some troops in Connacht. I'm not sure why they're... Don't know why they're coming in our direction for. All right, so now we've inherited a new earl who doesn't like us. Well, good news and bad news. One nice thing about that is we still have an extra part of our domain just in case our little experiment down here in Galloway doesn't go so well. All right, so militarily we can raise 2,500 men by ourselves. Militarily, Galloway can raise about 1,000. So we can probably get away with doing this. Oh, and we got him. Okay, I really wasn't anticipating getting him, really. I don't think I can get to do this. Yeah. Well, I don't know. Is minus 15 so bad? I mean, all right, now that we've scared everybody like crazy. Let's okay, now my son has become my heir again. So that's good news for us. I don't know where these guys are. Okay, what gives? Defending against Visby. Okay. Okay. Evidently Norway has got some ties into these areas down here. Oh, she was just born. Okay. Okay, we're not sleeping around even with the teenage fascinations that we've got hanging around court. She doesn't have a husband. Oh, her husband was murdered. Wait, Barony of Richmond. Okay, well that's not. Um, oh, the voting has shifted once again. Sure, everybody's doing what I want them to be doing. Okay, voting has shifted again. Okay, so now I've become gregarious. It's not the worst thing in the world. I also now have access to Galloway's levy, which I appreciate. Unfortunately, I'm not more militarily useful. I wonder what the military rating of... Oh, James has got an average military rating. Okay, I can either go for a duchy in Ireland or Italy, or two duchies in Norway, and that might be useful, except not. So I guess Scotland must have gotten a bloody nose because England still controls Northumberland. Uh, People dying, I think. Okay, so what I need to do here is... Okay, I'm going to grab Bermudo. Send to Tyrone. Then put my pal Alistair in the command slot at the moment. And I'm probably going to... Alistair's probably the first guy I'm going to commit if I have to create a new... If I have to create a new county controller, which I think that I will fairly soon, I hope. Okay, yeah. Brother's kid. All right. Spent a large amount of money for cultural advancement points. Trying to get my legalism up. What temporary title does he hold? Oh. Okay, evidently the leader of the Swedish revolt was inside our boundaries. I didn't realize there was a Swedish revolt. But whatever. Okay, I think we missed feast season. Okay. Okay, Scotland's now got to fight with Norway here. This is... that they don't recognize. How could they... Wait a minute. You attacked them. You claimed Orkney. Okay, that's why Scotland hasn't gotten involved. What's the progress going in that war? 82%. Okay, well, that's not good, because I was really hoping that we would get a claim on Connacht with its fewer men before that sort of came down. Here we go. So we've unlocked legalism level 4. See if we can get something exciting to happen before the the session ends here in about 10 minutes. Thinking that charitable would be a helpful trait. I don't. I'm just. It could be that we're just going to end up finishing out the year with the feast, and that's going to be about it. Okay, is this over? Yes, this is over. So the army of the armies of Lagan and Connacht are returning to their homes. Oh, hello, Powies. For some reason, Powies was. Oh, that's why the Refane. Okay. All right. They're just having all sorts of fun hanging out with Alistair in our court. Unfortunately, not a lot of ruling is happening. Okay. And now our fun with Alistair's gotten us hurt. Okay, my queen seeks to kill somebody? I don't know. Oh, this is a shattered retreat. Wait a minute. Last time I did that, she killed the spy master. I guess I should probably do it again. Alright, I gained 1 martial skill from reading about Alexander the Great. Always a good way to do things. March east. Yes, like east to Galloway. That would be nice. That's not nearly as far as Alexander had to go. Oh, feast time. And then after this feast, assuming nothing exciting happens, we'll cut things off at the new year. And we'll just have to content ourselves with taking over the entirety of the Duchy of Ulster and reclaiming Galloway from our little brother. And watching Scottish forces. Okay, I really like to evidently really like Alexander the Great. Alright, so I still think it's a little early to be pulling the whole King of Scotland ambition. What are these guys doing? They raiding? He's not at war with anyone. Oh, our truce runs out sometime this upcoming year. He's not at war with anybody. Okay, so our feast ended. It is the 15th of January, or thereabouts. And we will cut it off here. Okay, Logan is still at war against Visby. And that war still includes Connacht. So there's a good chance that Connacht's forces will still be out in the field, assuming that our chancellor ever gets a claim fabricated on the county. But we'll have to leave it there for right now, and I will see you guys in the footer.